Now, Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Jacob Dickey.
Well, for some of us, we look out there and we've got a little bit of snow in some spots here. You can see here on the camera, downtown, doesn't look like there's much, but on the north side, I had a little bit of dusting. You kind of see off in the distance, it looks a little wider up there in the horizon. I think that's some of that snow that fell last night north of town here. Temperature 20, north and west wind at 18 miles an hour. That means the wind chill is 5 out there. Sure is a little cold, but hey, we got some sunshine. So cold sunshine is better than cold and no sunshine, if you ask me. For the day today, we'll head to those mid-20s out here for highs. Some of us getting to the upper 20s, near 30. It'll be partly cloudy out there. 25, the forecast area average. Sunny and chilly with that northwest wind, 15 to 20, gusts up to 30. And we'll see 24 for Mahomet, 25 in Forsyth, 27 in Assumption. I've got 30 on the board in Altamont. We do want to talk about our winter weather event that is heading our way. Winter storm watch in effect here for areas in blue. McLean County was added to that here this morning, and really things haven't changed a whole lot for us. There's some things we're starting to see a little clearer here. It does look like this remains a Sunday event as this passes on by. We still appear to be mainly on the snow side of things, and then on the back side, maybe there's still some lingering snow shower activity into Monday morning here, something that we're going to watch. From an impacts perspective, not much has changed. Still have our greatest confidence area here in this black hatched area, and then as we go north here, still the high impact event up through Champaign and Lincoln. North of Champaign, north of Lincoln, up into McLean, Ford, Iroquois counties, things are looking a little less impactful. In fact, I think on the north edge here, there may end up being a tight gradient where we could see some spots just north up here, Watsika, Pontiac, potentially missing out on really snow. So we'll see how that pans out here, but that tight gradient in the north edge starting to become a little more apparent, and therefore we are making those changes on that impacts graphic. Most likely precip type still for a lot of us, it is going to be snow that falls here. We're not looking at a mix of rain and wintry mix, freezing rain, things of that, except for down here in the I-70 corridor. Still have some questions on how freezing rain and sleet plays a role in this, but when you look at the impacts perspective, if it's freezing rain, it's sleet, it's snow, still going to cause problems down there, so what we'll be watching. Future track shows here Sunday morning, that snow moving on in. You'll see here at times that snow may be a little more south, but we anticipate it to kind of lift north a little bit more. And then we got to watch this pinkish purple area here as we go into Sunday through the day. Can that lift more into our area? Still a question we have here. I don't think it gets much further past Effingham, maybe up into Cumberland, far southern Shelby County. But again, if it's snow or if it's sleet or if it's ice, impacts-wise, still a problem. But we also are seeing here some drier air that may try and come out in, and that may cut off the snow for a little bit before on the backside still expecting snow. And at times could be some heavy snow falling as well for a good chunk of the viewing area. Monday morning, some of our guidance is still suggesting we may have some snow falling in the area as it exits, so that's something that we're going to watch. Keeping things pretty consistent with our snowfall forecast here, we have that broad band of 6 to 10 inches, that area that has the greatest potential. On the south edge, it cuts off a little bit, and that's because of that potential for sleet and freezing rain. If you get some sleet, cuts down those snow totals pretty much. You could get a couple inches of sleet instead, and that would really knock those totals down. And then on the northern edge here, that tighter gradient somewhere in here means we could see a couple of inches and then get further north, could miss out on that snow. There's that ice sleet forecast, not putting numbers on it yet, but I've highlighted that area to watch for that here, where we could see some of that sleet and some of that freezing rain possible. We still don't have the answer to that yet. We've got a good idea that there may be some mixing in, but some uncertainty does remain with that. I want to show you real quick on the back side then, that cold air is coming. Wind chill values, how it affects you and I. We're below freezing with those temperatures highs in the teens and maybe single digits, but wind chill values below 0 as we go through much of next week here. And so you can imagine with all of that snow on the ground in spots here, those roads are likely going to be slick and snow covered, and that could be an issue for us as bitter cold temperatures stay likely beyond the end of next week. Here's that 7-day forecast, sunshine for Friday, Saturday here. We're going to watch Sunday for snow and wind out there with some lingering snow and impacts still into Monday, and those temperatures coming down here, highs in the teens, lows single digits and below 0. At least we're dry here from what it looks like, but that cold air is going to be a little rough for us. And when you talk about those roads as well, some folks are saying, well, it's just snowing Sunday.
That snow is really, that effect is going to carry on for the rest of the days. And like you mentioned all the time, it's not you that we're worried about, it's the other people.
It's the other drivers, right? That's the other caveat of this thing here. Yeah, it's harder for that salt and brine to work, and it just makes it extra hard for crews. So that is something where we are likely to see at least some slushy, snowy, icy roads continue for several days out.
Some dangerous conditions, and be mindful of the plows as they're working to keep us all safe, that's for sure. Thanks, Jacob.